Do you believe aliens exist?
I really don't have an answer for that because I feel like there is. I mean, yeah,
Alan's like,
obviously
bruh.
you exist, but you're different. You're from a diff planet, so it's different.
Uh-huh.
No, but real talk. I think it's a tough one, and I think it's difficult to say either way purely because the only information or evidence that you have of there potentially being life is from like the news or like information released by the government. And I don't mean to be funny, but I don't trust either of those guys. So there's that. But then on the other hand, it's like, oh, but surely we're not the most intelligent life in the universe, you know?
Mm.
Surely there's like something else potentially. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then like another part of me is like, well, this is just a video game anyway, so maybe there's no aliens in this video game. So maybe, or maybe there is. You just don't know.
You just don't know.
So yeah, I think it's a difficult one because when I was when I was younger, I was fascinated by like the whole space and
Mm.
alien phenomena. But like when you grow up and you kind of think about it and you think about this information is being released. If I was to see one myself or come across some evidence myself in the sense that like I've seen a spaceship or I've seen this, then
I've seen
potentially
this creature.
yeah, and it's
It puts stuff up
easier.
my butt.
Exactly, it's easier to be
Exactly.
exactly. It's easier to believe stuff like that. Like I've watched so much. So I think the topic is fascinating. I've watched
Yeah,
so many
yeah.
documentaries, so many TV shows, so many things are related to aliens. Read so much
Mm.
stuff about it as well. But I kind of like a part of me all
Ancient Aliens. History Channel.
obsessed. But the
I'm
thing
not saying it
is,
was aliens, but it was aliens.
the thing is, I watch so much Ancient Aliens as well.
So banging.
It's so amazing. We should watch it again.
I love it.
But I think they explain everything as aliens, or could be,
Mm.
when there's potentially other worldly beings or other beings that are out there that they can't
Mm.
really explain as
They
being
haven't got the answer for it,
human.
so it's like, it's
It's
aliens.
aliens. So I guess in that respect, yeah, I do think there are like other beings of like that have existed in the past. But do I think aliens exist in the way the government's telling us, and the way that it's all a bit like, I don't know, I don't know. So yeah, like the debate is always ongoing in my head, and
Mm.
I'm always fascinated to learn more,
Yeah.
or hear what the government have to say
It,
about it.
it's just so hard because, if you were to ask me only a couple of years ago, do I believe in aliens? I would have said categorically 100% yes. As like the universe is infinite. We're not the only planet in that universe. Like the Milky Way is something like 330 billion light years in diameter or whatever,
Mhm.
with all the stars in our galaxy.
Mhm.
There's millions of galaxies. How can there not be one planet, just one
One
planet,
planet.
in one of those galaxies that has intelligent life on it? Not only intelligent life, but intelligent life that has been on their planet far longer than we have. Imagine how far humanity's come in, say, 1,000 years.
Mm.
How far another planet where they've lived on it for 10,000 years.
Mhm.
What is their knowledge like? What's their technology like? Or what do they know? Like, what are they capable of?
Yeah.
Like, so in the space of our 50 years, the last 50 years, look how our technology is advanced.
Yeah.
So there's a point with technology where obviously they get to this certain level of computing
And they're
where it
way
just
ahead.
multiplies.
They're way ahead to what we can actually use and
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's
yeah.
like 40, 50 years ahead or
Yeah, I
something. The
think it's about
military is
40, yeah.
something like that. So yeah, I would have categorically said that aliens are 100% real.
Mm.
There's definitely life on other planets. But to be honest, now I'm actually questioning if I actually believe that planets exist. Like real talk. I'm like, yo, because I know everything from Hollywood is a lie, is a distraction. It's there to program. So they're showing us aliens to either get us used to the idea of them because that's what they actually look like and they are amongst us and they are coming and they don't want it to be like a shock. Because imagine never seeing a green alien or a grey alien as they often
Mm.
portray them, and then one day they invade. You're gonna be like, what the fuck are these things? Like no concept of what an alien is.
Yeah.
It'll be like the rapture. Do you know what I mean? But if you've programmed a generation of people over decades to be used to the idea of aliens and alien invasions and showing them in films,
Mm.
then it gets you used to the idea of, all right, well, when this happens, if it ever was to, at least I kind of not expected it, but I'm open to the idea because I've
Yeah.
been exposed to it. It's like going in a jungle for the first time back when you were a tribesman and seeing a tiger. You
Yeah.
would have fucking lost the plot. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? An orange, straight, spiky thing with massive fangs and paws roaring at you. You would like go mental.
Yeah.
But you don't go mental now because you're used to it. You see it. So it's hard to say, but you know, on the flip side, are they just showing these things of aliens and they're just depictions of them? But actually, that's not what aliens look like at all. If they do exist, they're just trying to manipulate us to believe that that's what they look like. Because
Yeah.
how can you trust what they show us anyway?
Exactly.
So it's very hard. And you know, if you read the scriptures of the Holy Bibles and the Quran, it says in them that Earth is a plane of existence. It doesn't say anything or any reference to it being a sphere or a planet. So in that case, if Earth is a plane, then how does space exist? And what's outside of that plane of what we call Earth? Is
Video
that
game.
where the aliens are? Maybe they don't come
Maybe.
from space at all.